I would like to welcome you all in our afternoon session, which we bring every Saturday, where we bring you a lot of news, views, thought process, what we think about the real estate market, how market is behaving, especially for investors, for buyers, for sellers, and also for our realtor friends. Our objective always is to bring you the right set of information as much as we can so that you can keep yourself up to date. You can enhance your treasure of knowledge and you can share your viewpoint with us. So please don't hesitate to share your comments, share your thought process so that we can make it a very, very interactive discussion. Also, I would personally like to say thanks to all of you for taking some time out from your schedule every week and to ensure joining us. You know what? This is, I personally feel, is a very important aspect of our life. There are not too many people who are keen to learn, who are keen to share the knowledge to others. I personally believe you learn the best when you are sharing your knowledge with others. I always try my level best. Whatever we have learned in real estate industry in a short span of 12 to 13 years of my career, I always try to share as much as I can, not only with my team members, not only with my realtor fraternity, but also with the general public. I believe this is my social responsibility. This is my professional obligation to share the knowledge, to share the expertise, or to share whatever a little learning I have personally done or my team has done so that you all can be benefited with that. Today, this is what we are going to discuss. In real estate industry, people talk about building up a system. People talk about building up a structure to get the success. Now, I always debate on the definition of success. What you think is the definition of success? I would love to hear from you. But today, we're going to talk about the system which we have created in SaveMax and how that system can change your thought process. It is very, very important to understand the various aspects. It is very, very important to understand how a different perspective can change the direction of your thought process. And I'm going to share some live examples with you today to give you an idea how our system, how SaveMax system changed the thought process of people, how people converted their vision from being a good realtor to being an entrepreneur. Before we start our discussion, I would like to welcome my every week partner, Kamal Tomar. Kamal, how are you?
I'm fantastic, Mr. Raman. Everything is good. And good news is we are coming out of COVID, I hope.
That's great. That's great. No, no, of course. Kamal, you stole a word from somewhere. You said fantastic. Where did you steal that word?
Oh, I have been always fantastic, let me tell you, from years and years. I don't believe in any kind of, I just want to say sympathy words or maybe something like, okay, just okay, well type. No, I believe in fantastic, being marvelous, everything going great, because
That
that's the way of me looking at the things.
that's really really great to hear, Kamal. I'll share something interesting with you. When I came into this country, and I was asking from anybody, "How are you?" I used to hear people said, "Not bad," and I was thinking, why people use two negative words together, not and bad? That's not a good idea. So I made sure, and from that day onwards, I always say people, and I emphasize on it, and I say people, you know what? I am fantastic. that spreads a wonderful energy in your surrounding, and that gives a strong message to people. You know what? This person is really fantastic,
That's so
isn't it?
true. And even when we look for people around you, we always talk about positivity. What I believe that comes within. First you have to be positive. First you have to think positive. You have to talk positive. Then you can expect other people to be very positive or seeing the things positively.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, without any second thought about it. So, Kamal, first of all, tell me what is special today.
Uh, Today is a fantastic day for SaveMax family. Uh, Today we added another feather in our cap. Of course, we will have cap full of feathers very soon. We have another branch which came up in Bramsteel, and that is SaveMax Signatures. We just inaugurated a couple of minutes back. That was a virtual event, and we were given a blessing by Mayor Patrick Brown, couple of councillors, MPP Mr. Guratan Singh, and there were so many people who came forward and shared their blessing with us. So I believe that every time we give reason for to people to celebrate during this pandemic, and having virtual inauguration is another way of doing it. I know that's getting another normal, but it won't be too long. That's another good thing we see. But whatever time we have been here from last 1 year, I would say pandemic put together, we have been celebrating every month, or maybe a gap of 1.5 month, and try to share that positive energy among ourselves, or tell people that okay, this time will get over, don't worry, there is some good news coming up. So we want to keep those spirits high, and that's an amazing branch we inaugurated today. It's located at 79 Bramsteel, and two amazing personalities has taken charge of that. And in fact, about them we will discuss later, as I don't want to steal that part. But this is one of our, I would say, one part of our journey which we started a couple of years back into domestic arena. As I always, every platform I say that the way we are growing is definitely both the sides, domestic and international. So then maybe we'll be sharing our international news maybe in a couple of more sessions. And but right now I want to share this inauguration of SaveMax Signature.
That's great, Kamal. I'm really excited to introduce these two wonderful individuals for today's show. But let me just talk a little bit about how SaveMax system can change your mindset. That is very, very important. Kamal, what happens is, when I came into this country, I had a different kind of mindset. I was working in a kind of atmosphere where all together the way of working is different, the way of thinking is different, and your surroundings are totally different. But when I landed as an immigrant to Canada, you know what? It changed my perspective. I started visualizing the things from a different angle. I started understanding the concepts of life, either it is personal or professional, or it is financial aspect of life. So I actually explored the life in a different angle. So I started thinking from that time that your surrounding, your atmosphere, how much difference it can make. So I made a promise to myself that if I get an opportunity, if given an opportunity to build up a system, I'll build up the system which can change people's thought process, which can change people's perspective. And when I joined real estate industry, I realized that this industry needs a lot as far as the thought process is concerned, as far as the perspective is concerned. Because you know what? The whole industry was running on a very flat model. And what was that? Either you are a realtor or somebody opened up a brokerage. But that brokerage business, that entrepreneurship thought process was only for few people, was only for those who carry deep pockets, right? So it was actually reserved for an elite class. I come from a middle class background. I thought, you know what? Can I give an opportunity to a normal person who is not encouraged by anybody, who is not pushed by anybody to dream about entrepreneurship? Can we bring entrepreneurship to the masses? Can we bring entrepreneurship to those people who have an aspiration to grow but are not getting an opportunity because of the lack of platform? And today I feel proud. I was talking in today morning inauguration. 41 franchises, 41 franchises, a strong team of 400 plus professionals team of 50 people who are providing administrative, marketing, HR, and all kind of support system to those 400 people. And I personally feel proud when I see the productivity, the level of productivity which is happening under the SaveMax system. So this is how our SaveMax system can change your way of thinking. That a realtor who never thought of crossing the limits, crossing the boundaries, and going to the next level. The moment they come into the SaveMax system, their perspective, their thought process get changed. So we are going to have some live examples today, Kamal. I would not take much of the time because you know what? Today is not a special day. Today is not only a special day for me, but we have two special personalities. We have two wonderful people among us who are the personalities of the day, I would say. So I would like to introduce Mike and Shami both for today's show. Mike, Shami, how are you guys?
Very good, Raman.
So, Mike, first of all, many congratulations to you and Shami
Thank you.
for such a great milestone. I personally feel it is a milestone for SaveMax as well. To have a state of the art office, to have an office fully equipped with latest technology. And you know what? I really feel positivity in your office. I really feel positivity when I enter into SaveMax signature. I should not say your office, it's our office.
Yes, of course. So we are very excited, Raman. Today is a special day in our lives, and we would like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to be part of SaveMax family. This is a great company, and you know what? We didn't start this company without our homework, without our research. We did research the other options we had in the industry, and we found out SaveMax was doing something different. Whether it comes to the clients, the customers, or it comes to the real estate agents, the colleagues, the stakeholders. They are doing different things. The plans, the vision which you have is amazing. We were highly impressed, and we feel proud here today to be part of this family. And we assure you that we'll follow all those visions and mission statements the corporate has. And replicate the same thing in our day-to-day operations.
That's great, Mike. So we have Shami here with us as well. Shami, I think you're on mute.
I guess I am unmuted right now. So,
Yes.
can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Okay. So, as Mike rightly mentioned, that we did our research. We did see that what others were doing in the business, but was it enough for us? That is what we had to decide. When we met Ramanji, when we heard his vision, we were thinking that this is something we can connect to. And that is the moment, actually. Basically, I would call that a moment of truth. That when we decided that we want to go ahead with CMAX, cause of the vision of Ramanji and the company. And we really were in sync with that. And that is what we were thinking as well. As Ramanji rightly mentioned that, when you revolutionize the industry, when you start doing something different than everybody else, then people, they react. They either love you or hate you. And that is the kind of response we personally want from everybody as well. We do not want no gray area, but we certainly want to create an example wherein people start seeing that what are we doing, whether they like it or whether they hate it. But the thing is, like, I do want a reaction. So that is the reason why we joined them, and we saw that there were hundreds of positive things. We saw what special was happening there, what mentorship model which had made so many realtors successful. People don't know what they are lacking when they get a license. They think that, some of the people think that it is just a license to success. It is not, without the hard work and the right guidance. That is what we saw here. Then secondly, the way it was growing, and that really amazed us. Everybody sitting out in the industry, they see that what is happening, but sometimes they are just not receptive. They are just still waiting a little more, a little more, a little more. But you have to jump in the boat at some time and start being and start riding that wave along with the vision, along with the company itself. So that is wherein that helped us decide that we definitely want to go ahead with this, and we want to be part of that success. We want to be part of the company, and we want to be that shiny star in SaveMax that wherein everybody in SaveMax and in real estate industry recognize us, that these are the people who shared the vision and who went ahead with that, and see today where they are standing right now. So thank you so very much again, SaveMax, Ramanji, Kamal, everybody, to give us this opportunity. And we promise and assure you that this will be that one moment which you would never regret happening. And we are definitely looking forward way too high, and a lot of hopes and aspirations with this. Thank you. Thank you once again.
Shami, I'm thrilled with your words. I think nobody can better explain than the way you did it. It is something amazing, and I think it's a very strong message out there. Mike and Shami, today we are talking about how SaveMax system can change your thought process, and I think you two are a live example of it. So let's give a little bit idea to people before becoming part of SaveMax team. Share a little bit experience, like how many years you have been in the real estate industry, and what was the aspiration and what were the challenges you both were facing.
Mike, I would want you to start first.
So Raman, we come from a company, Century 21, and the real estate career started from there, and it's been over 8 years since I personally started and got into this industry. Before that, I was into sales and marketing in pharma industry, so I've been into sales and marketing kind of all my life. But being in the previous company, being in this company, people used to quote my example, like I was one of the established agents in my previous company of more than 600 agents. Uh, Here, I see myself one in the crowd, and that's an inspiration. Many people I see around me, like they are doing fabulously well, that they are doing great. And you have to be surrounded by such people to get the inspiration, to get the motivation, to see the areas where you could do better. Um, the positivity in the company, the ability to overcome the challenges in the day-to-day life. So we see it in our colleagues at SaveMax Corporate. Whenever we visit there, we get so much positive vibes when we see people, the young population, the young professionals in their 20s, and they are doing fantastic in this industry. So we are very excited, and it keeps us going.
Great.
That's really great, Mike. Shami, what's let's take some of your intake on this as well.
Yeah, sure. I would like to share that I was working in IT industry before coming into real estate, but the passion was such that I had to quit my job to write the exams. So there was no way back. I burnt my bridges behind, so that I am not left with any choice but to succeed in this field. Now, having said that and started there, it's been almost 8 years now. And I was part of Century 21 group as well. As Mike rightly mentioned, we came from same place. Nothing against anything. But the thing is, like, you are on your own. The moment you get a license, now you are one, fish swimming in the huge ocean. You don't know what to do. Had we had this kind of guidance back then, what we started seeing in the same max, I mean, we would have been on a different level by now. Now the thing is, like, it was, as it said that it's never too late. So that is what I believe very strongly as well, that sooner than later we had to make the right call, which can help grow, develop, and establish ourselves as a brand along with the brand. So that is why we cut those and came out of those that comfort zone where we were initially. And it's been years and years, and nobody you see around you, like, which can sit down with you, motivate you to a kind of extent that you really want to do something special and you want to make your name. But as me and Mike, we rightly, pulled that plug and made that call that we want to be part of the people wherein we see motivation all around us, all day, all night kind of thing, wherein we can eat, drink, sleep, dream of real estate. And that was a right-minded kind of people around us who really, showed us that thing. And certainly, we are standing here right now, and we are already feeling that we are riding that wave. And I promise that anybody coming to us, we are gonna share the same thing with them as well, so that we can help them grow and share that vision what we have been gaining or right now, as Mr. Raman has passed that on to us. We want to pass that same torch to other people joining with us, so that they can also make a difference in their life, make a difference in their family's life, and make a difference in other people's life. So I would thank everybody again with this, and back to you, Ramaji.
That's great, Shami and Mike and Kamal. I think here we are putting up a very wonderful example. It's been like what 2 or 3 months when Mike and Shami are part of Team Save Max,
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
right.
thrilled. I'm thrilled to see the change in their thought process. I'm thrilled to see. So these two people are not changed. Like it's the same Mike and Shami, but what's changed, which actually is creating that kind of aura, that kind of persona in their surrounding, and you know what, making them on the fire. I think
Yes.
it would be very fair, or let me come. Let me ask from you. What do you
Yeah,
think? What has changed in Mike and Shami?
I would call it as a power of pop. The pop, but here the pop is different. Pop means power
Uh,
of
well,
platform.
I think we are losing your voice.
I say, I call this as a power of pop, POP, which is power of platform, and I strongly believe in that. So, I mean, something which Mike and Shami has been talking to us. I mean, just to give a little more uh, depth, they not came only for as a franchisee here. They came as an entrepreneur. Both of them. They have a vision. Let me tell you, and they come with a plan. Now, not only two locations they are looking at, they are looking to expand in another 3 or 4 locations across Ontario. And I really have a lot of respect for them for this, because they can see that, they can envisage that if the people are joining the way the people are coming to them, they want to make them successful too, through this, the, I would say, the strength of pop, the power of platform. And I strongly believe that it is going to go miles and take them to the great heights.
Kamal, I think you have rightly said, and I would also like to take Mike and Shami's view on that. So, Mike and Shami, is it fair for me to make a statement that SaveMax platform, SaveMax system changed your thought process, and you already had that entrepreneurial bug. There is no second thought about it. I have no. I think that is not the matter of debate. But you know what? That entrepreneurial bug was hidden somewhere. You know what? You always need a catalyst to start a reaction. Mike, you have been in the pharmaceutical field. You understand what catalyst is, and I'm pretty sure Shami understands it very well too. So I think that, is it fair for me to make a statement that SaveMax system catalyst helped to awake that entrepreneurial bug into you and give it a push to come out and make a decision?
I mean, we wouldn't deny that fact, Raman. When we see you, we see the people around you, as I said a few minutes ago. Like we look at you, Raman. Like you founded this company 10 years ago, and we see today like where we are. You are in like 11, 12 countries now. Your brand is registered. Like I would say now our brand is registered proudly. uh, Very soon we are starting operations in India and now US, and that would be another catalyst. And of course, yeah, by meeting with you, by meeting the right set of people at company, it makes you think differently. Like we have been doing same business, like we were doing real estate for past over 8 years, and we are doing the same business now. But there are different avenues. When you are day to day busy with your clients and providing them services, sometimes you do not see or look at the other opportunities which are lying around you. So when we meet people like you who has that vision, when you share with us, and that's the important thing. Many people, they do not share. Either they do not have the vision, even if they have, they do not share for some reason. So you have the vision, that's a good thing, and you share with us, with everyone. And we try to follow those things, like those kind of learnings among our team members. Um, we are a team of 14 people now, and we are already very confident, very confident that we will do well with 14 people. If we are even 14, I'm sure we can compete with any other brokerage offices which are there in the industry, who are not doing anything new, just a traditional way. And even they are a team of 250 people. We are sure, productivity wise, we can compete with them, Roman. And as Kamal said, we have the expansion plans in place. Though by end of the year, we plan to have about 30 people. We don't need 300 people. 30
Great.
people.
I love you for that, Mike. You know what? And I think that is what the strength we carry. Like, you know what? One person is equivalent to 10 people in the market. That
Yep.
is what the real strength of SaveMax is, because you know what? We believe in making our people productive.
Yeah, so 30 people, I guess we do not need team of 300 people. And if we have 300 people, we would like to have productivity to that level when people will be able to do at 3,000 people for, workforce. So, we are happy, our team are happy, and we want them make them feel about their decision, that it was the right decision in their life when they come join us. We want to use our experience in guiding them, in mentoring them, the way you have been doing at SaveMax.
Great. So, Kamal, I think Mike and Shami are very busy person today, and they have
Yes.
a wonderful celebrations actually going pandemic celebrations, and that too, keeping in all the protocol in place for COVID-19. And I think it is going to be a wonderful, lot of cars, lot of people are coming there to congratulate you. It is going to be a drive-through event.
Yeah. So it is
Isn't it
starting in
something
next five
fantastic? Isn't it
minutes.
something wonderful?
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Thank you
think
so very much, Ramanji.
yeah.
We certainly, look forward to a successful journey from here on. As you said that what inspired, what kind of catalyst worked? Yes, certainly. Uh, I say all the time that there are a couple of things which I say. To dream big, you don't have to sleep longer. Number one. And secondly, when you have the people with the right technology tools, which I call the arms and ammunition, and very well prepared warriors, which I call it as a very well equipped real estate persons, you can win any fight, which is the real estate industry. So, as Mike said, that we do not need 300, we do not need 600. We need 30, 40 well equipped people who really can go out and do a wonderful job, and who can be equivalent to, numerous of that. A big big brokerages could be envious of that thing, that with a small team how can they do so much. So that is what we are preparing for, and that is what we are passing on to our realtors as well. And the whole idea, the whole inspiration has come and transpired from your side to our side. And ever since we joined SaveMax, we saw that power, that this is what we can achieve with how many people we need. So that's the kind of message which we got from your side, and which we are passing on to our people, our realtors, our team members, that you do not need to be 10 together to make that many number of deals. One is more than enough to compete against 10. So that is what we are looking forward to.
That's great, Mike and Shami. And I'm not going to hold you for long, because I think there are a lot of people who are waiting outside, and you have to take the charge for that wonderful celebrations which we are doing here at SaveMax signature office at 79 Bramsteel. There is going to be a big lineup of cars here. Everybody is going to cheer up, going to do some hooting. And you know what? Let's have some celebration during this pandemic, isn't it?
Much needed.
Wonderful.
Great. Thank you, Mike and Shami, for joining
Thanks,
us for
Mike.
today.
Thanks,
And
Shami.
we are definitely going to encourage all the realtor friends to come and visit this beautiful office. Before we say goodbye to you, can you please share your phone number for your office so that realtors can contact you?
905-858-9700, or you can reach my cell phone 647-999-3222, or Shamif's cell phone.
416-557-9811. Do not call guys 911. It's 9811. All right.
All right, Mike and Shami, enjoy your day today and have fun. Great job. And before I let you go, I want to congratulate your team member Jyoti and Fahad for doing their first listing of SaveMax Signature, which is a $15 million listing. We are going to share the information of that listing very soon with all our viewers. Great job done, Jyoti and Fahad, and you guys are rocking.
Thank you
Thank you,
so very much.
Raman. And it's just the beginning, Raman.
Just the beginning.
Absolutely.
Hey,
I agree with that. This is just a beginning. This is just a tip of iceberg, what people are seeing right now. The whole iceberg needs to be shown. All right. Thank you. Thank you
absolutely.
so very much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
So, Kamal, isn't that a real life story of two individuals who had that passion, who had that zeal, who had that entrepreneurial bug in them? But unfortunately, because of the lack of direction, as Shami said, because of the lack of that little push, or I would say a right platform, a right system was not there in their surrounding. And they could not take themselves to the next level. Though they were successful, they were very happy with what they were doing. But you know what? Was that their potential? Right? They could have done wonders. Of course, I was talking to Mike, and he told me that, Raman, I was thinking of building up a team from last 4 or 5 years, but I could never find the right direction how to build up a team. He tried, but now within 1.5 months, a team of 14 realtors, and I'm really thrilled. I'm really sold to the vision where Mike and Shami are thinking that, you know what? First, we have to build those 30 people. We have to build their success, and we have to bring them onto a level before we go to 300. And this is what SaveMax is all about, bringing the best out of everybody, right?
Yeah, right, Raman. And
Not only these,
what I
Kamal, there are so many stories, and we are going to share few more success stories today, which again are the live examples that how system can change your thought process, especially to my realtor friends. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was saying that that difference always exists in the industry, Raman. When I meet people, there are always one set of people who are ready to take charge and action, and there is one set of people, either they keep on thinking or they keep on calculating. But in that thing, they are losing time. They don't realize, and someone else take that the front seat, and they start. So I think there are more people. I am on a very strong thought of that. Just like Mike and Shami, they exist. They are there. They're doing fantastic, but they don't know what to do next. And whenever I talk to them, and some of them, when they even come and join hands with us, that's where they see the difference. And in fact, I had a very strong and good discussion yesterday with a couple of realtors. You won't believe, Raman. I in fact want to say, the people call it as a like a big company and all, introducing me one to another guy who belongs to a different company to join SaveMax. I mean, I was just thrilled, and he was selling SaveMax more than me because he knew, I think, in depth about SaveMax. Like when he was talking about the platform, the right direction, the mentorship, and he brought this guy, although working in a different company, brought the guy from another company, and he wanted to join. He wanted him to join SaveMax because he see that power of platform. You know what I was talking about? He see that direction, the
Uh,
guidance. If his friend can get, probably he would be a better salesperson, or probably can grow with the company. So I feel proud about those moments where I see that that thing is accepted by masses now. That yeah, this is a company where if they want to grow, they want to make career, that's the right platform they should be at.
Yeah. Sorry, Kamal. I think your voice was breaking in between, so I'm pretty sure a couple of our viewers they might have lost the story somewhere in between. But I would just like kind of brief what you said. I know that you were sharing that story with me yesterday. That there is a realtor who is working with another brokerage, and one of his friend wanted to join real estate profession. So this gentleman who is working with another brand brought his friend to SaveMax for him to join the brokerage. And he was making such a wonderful statement. He said, you know what? I don't think so. In my brokerage, you will be able to get the right guidance and right direction to grow your career to the next level. I think SaveMax is the platform which you should join. And of course, like, he wanted to join himself as well, but, because of his little commitment of the time period over there. And of course, he's going to be part of the team as well very soon. So, you know what? Those are the examples which actually fill me, which gives me a lot of proud, which gives me a lot of hope that, we can change many more people's life. We can share this success with many more individuals and can give them a new direction into their real estate career. It doesn't matter what level you are. Mike and Shami were very successful. I was like kind of very impressed. They both were really managing a wonderful business, and they always had an aspiration to put up a team together. But you know what? They were stuck up on a level. They were stuck up on a level of success. And now I feel pride when I see within 1.5 months, they have built up a very strong team of 14 realtors. Earlier, the same two people, Mike and Shami, they were really thinking of building up the team from last couple of years, but because of the lack of the right system, because of I would say, like, even the lack of push, I would say. So, come on, how about, so we heard about Mike and Shami. Their story is amazing, and I'm pretty sure their story is going to give a very strong message out there in the market to many individuals. And they will keep their ego on side. They will keep their, I'm not getting the right word for that, but let's just, live with the ego word only. And at least they will come and talk to you to understand how SaveMax system can change their thought process. But I'm going to introduce another amazing individual. You know what I love about this individual? Is his killing smile. You know what? The moment I see him, the moment he comes in front of me, I think I got such a strong positivity in my surrounding. And I really feel proud to have him on my team. Not only he's an amazing realtor, but he's a great chef too. He's not doing that chef anymore. But by chance, if you get a chance to eat food what he makes, I'm pretty sure you're going to beat a couple of your own fingers. So an amazing realtor, a great chef, an ever smiling face, and above all, Kamal, I find such a wonderful honesty in him. I find a great soul in him. And I find a wonderful human being in him. I think having all these, and that's make me envious to him. I feel jealous to him. I wish I would have a wonderful smile like him. I wish I would have a personality like him. But you know what? I'm okay. Whatever God has given me, I'm pretty happy with that. But I'll still keep feeling a little jealous in me. And Kamal, you know what? I am jealous of your smile too many times. Okay.
So jealousy is a negative word, Raman. Let's remove it from the dictionary now.
Okay, yeah, no, you're pretty good. But you know what? I was using this jealousy in another aspect. I'm pretty sure you understand.
I understand. Yeah.
No, that was a little bit on the lighter side. But you know what, guys? I'm pretty sure there's a lot of excitement out there. Everybody wants to know who is this individual who I'm talking about. So let's introduce Mr. Sanjeev Arora. Sanjeev.
Thank you, Ramanji. I am really humbled
Look
with
at
those
the
kind
smile.
words.
I was not exaggerating, guys. Sanjeev, first of all, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you so much.
So, how
Thank
is
you,
everything?
Ramanji. Thank you for having me on the show and for those wonderful words. I'm really humbled.
Were you listening to me?
I was.
Oh, you were not supposed to. I thought
But
I have
thank
you.
you. I just cheated and I said, okay, let me see. But thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Much obliged, humble. But thank you so much. Very happy to be a part of the Safe Max system, and I'm really honored to be a part of your team and the growing success.
That's great. And I think Sanjeev, honor is mine. Like to have such an amazing personality and then and such a charming face. And you know what? I feel so confident when I get call from your clients. And you know what? They appreciate you. They appreciate you what you are doing for them. And I think what this is what I always wanted to build up in the industry where we work for our clients. You know what, if I'm doing a great job for my clients, I don't need to worry about my business automatically is going to be enhanced. And this is what you are doing. So people are very excited. I'm getting a couple of messages. They want to know where you come from, what is your journey. I was talking about your great chef skills as well. And I know your brother Kamal has got an opportunity to meet him personally in Vancouver, and he's also a great chef. So tell me about your story.
I was a chef. I started off as a chef back home in India, and I worked for quite a few multinational hotels. I worked for the Taj Group. I worked for Holiday Inn. I worked for Regent. I worked for Hyatt. I worked for Hilton here. It's been, like a journey. I started off and I grew as a chef, but at a certain point when it comes that you feel that you need to do something else in life. Of course, being a chef was a great experience, but I wanted to grow in life, do something more. And then there came a time that I said, like how the boxers do, they hang up their gloves, and for me, I hung up my knives. And I started off with real estate, and I've been doing real estate for about 11 years now. And well, it's been a steady growth. Uh, was doing well, but then I found this SaveMax system, and it just gave me like a rocket engines, and it just propelled me into a different territory.
Ah, that's really great to hear, Sanjeev. And I know this is what the beauty of this country, and this is what I believe. Not many people they change their profession, they changed their career when they come into this country, and many times people find real estate by chance, or you know what, they just find like you know what, okay, let me try onto this field. But I personally feel, especially to the youngsters, this should be your first choice of career. This should be your first priority when you are doing your college, when you are doing your any bachelor's degree or master's degree. This should be your first preference, because Sanjeev, I personally believe there's no wonderful profession than that.
Absolutely.
Just imagine that we are getting an opportunity to bring smile on people's face,
Yes.
right? What could be a
Thank
better
you.
reward? And you get paid for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, what could be a
Like when
better?
I started off as a chef and in the hospitality, I was always a people's person. And again, when you are in hospitality, you learn certain things that the customer or the client is always right. How do you please them? How do you put smiles onto your face, on their faces? How do you achieve that success? That what like serving them food is one thing, and serving them experience with that food is a different level. And that is what I brought with me to the real estate industry as well. Real estate was always my passion, and there was something in me that I knew that I said this is what I want to do. And I had the opportunity to bring the hospitality with me into the real estate industry. So I am blending the hospitality with real estate, trying to take it to a different level with your guidance and the same Max system.
That's great. That's great.
Sorry to take this opportunity. One thing which I always see in Sanjeev, of course, the beautiful smile. There is an Hollywood actor. I don't know if someone has given him this thing or not. He is like John Travolta, a very lookalike, a very lookalike. Like even if you, Raman, if you have seen his movies and like his face cut, his smile, a lot like Sanjeev, you know. So he always reminds me of him. You know, I mean, I
Raman.
was like, I always wanted to give him this compliment that, or I would say, you know, John Travolta looks like him. You know, I would say now.
Thank you.
Kamal, I don't know these big Bollywood Hollywood stars. I'm a desi boy, yaar. Come on. I know Amitabh Bachchan, I know Dharmendra. I don't know who John Travolta is. It's not easy for me to pronounce the name. But you know what? I'm pretty sure he looks like our Sanjeev.
I'm gonna check on that. Same, I'm with you, Ramanji. Total AC.
That's great. That's great. Now, of course. Kamal, I think Sanjeev is another wonderful example. As Sanjeev mentioned, 11 years he was working with another brand. Of course, like he has learned a lot and he has attained a level of success. But you know what? At some point of time, you feel like, what? That's it? Can I do anything better? Is there anything else I can take my career to the next level? Sanjeev, did you feel you were lacking that particular part over there?
Absolutely. There was always the fire in to grow and to do something else. But with the fire, you need tools. I mean, same as a chef, if you're talking, you can create something, but if you don't have the right tools, the product is not right. And just with the thoughts and the fire inside, the achievement is not very, the end results are not very desirable. And this is what I was lacking with the other brand. Yes, I wanted to do something, I wanted to grow. The fire was always there, but I was lacking those tools and the guidance. And, moreover, I can going to a personal level, even the somebody who's holding your hand and guiding you through into the maze and say, okay, you walk from here, this is the route you take, and this is where we reach. And I see that that came from Ramanji. He definitely got my hand and he took my hand and we started the journey. And of course, it's been like the rocket on those, like turbo boosters now, just propelled. And yeah, we are into the universe now. Let's see where this one lands.
Oh, definitely. It is going to land at a wonderful place, Sanjeev. And you know what? I see a lot of leadership qualities in you, and I always encourage you and admire you. You know what? You have a great potential of sharing your success with others. And I see, like, in next 6 to 12 months, you are going to build up a very strong team. Like, you're going to build up a very strong
Okay, looking
system.
forward to doing that, Ramanji. Like I said, I'm looking forward to that. I am looking forward to help other co-realtors, people who are new in the industry, and of course, like you discussed earlier, and even people who get their real estate licenses and they feel that this is the key to success. Yes, it is a key to success, but you definitely need right guidance, motivation, determination, and definitely a lot of hard work and the right direction. And this is how you succeed. If you are directionless, even if you put your efforts, but they are going in the wrong direction, so the chances of success are not very great. But if you put your efforts and your determination in the right direction, you are, of course, guaranteed to succeed.
That's great to hear, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, you have been with SaveMax system for almost what, like last 4 5 months, if I'm not wrong.
Yes, yeah, 5 months now.
5 months now,
Five
and
months.
every time I'm seeing, like, a new listing, a new buying, and Sanjeev is on the roll, right? Sanjeev is like kind of on the fire.
Thank you. Like I said, the system is giving me, like I mean, to put into another word, it's a system is just give me put me on steroids, and then like boom.
Sanjeev, I have seen another wonderful change in you. You know what? I did not see you a lot on making those videos and social medias before coming to Save Max, but I feel so good when I see you. Your smiling face, and you are talking about your new listing. You are talking about your standing at the builder's office in Barry, or putting up that video for that beautiful condo out there where your staging team was there. So everywhere on the go, and I think you have become a lucky charm for Brampton office.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you, sir. Like I said, it is all I learned it from you, Ramanji. When we were talking, we have to celebrate our little success that we have. And it is not that we are showing off to the world. It is just that we are trying to educate the people as well. Like when I was doing that video on staging, we go to a lot of homes, we take a lot of listings, even with the buyers. They always wonder, what is staging all about? How does it work? And I said, okay, here I am. And I reached a property and I said, okay, let me show it to my viewers and say, this is how we do it. This is the stager. This is how the stuff comes in. This is how we put it in. And all of a sudden, you see from like going back to my uh, culinary skills, you are taking vegetables and then you show them, okay, these are the vegetables, this is how you cut them, and this is how you prepare, and this is the dish. I said, okay, when Sanjeev Kapoor and all those big chefs, they are showing it on TV, doing things. Let's do the same with the real estate. Show our viewers what we create, what we can do for you.
Absolutely. And Sanjeev, you know what? Today we have a special viewer as well with us.
I'm sorry,
I want
Ramanji,
to
I
show
lost
you her
my.
comments. Okay, today we have a special viewer with us today.
Oh, okay.
Somebody is sending.
All right.
So today we have Sonia with us as well. Sonia is better half of I think Sanjeev, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
And she's sending a lot of lovely wishes to you, Sanjeev. And
Thank
we
you.
wish you great success in your career. And
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure SaveMax system is going to put you onto a booster path. And guys, Save Sanjeev is planning to build up his team very soon. So if you want to become part of if you want to come in his surrounding, in his charming personality surrounding, you can definitely get in touch with Sanjeev, and I would love to share his number as well. 416 Sanjeev, is that the right number?
Yes, sir. It is. Yes.
That's excellent. So guys, if you want to see how SaveMax system give a booster power to Sanjeev's performance. And not only that, SaveMax system has given him a new thought process, a new vision, and he is thinking of building up, not thinking, he has already planned to build up his team, and he's working on adding more people into his surrounding. So you want to become part of Sanjeev's team, and you want to see how Game Changer can change your future. Get in touch with Sanjeev. Once again, his number is 416-356-6192. And a special thanks to our special viewer today, Sonia ji. It's an honor for me that you are watching our show, and thank you very much. I think this is Sanjeev's charm.
No, she's the better half, of course. I have learned a lot from her as well. Like she's trying, she's really kept me humbled all the time. She's kept me grounded. She's like my anchor.
That's great. All right, Sanjeev, thank you very much for joining us for today's show. We wish you good luck. And guys, don't hesitate to get in touch with Sanjeev. I'll once again give his number 416-356-6192. If you want to buy or sell the house too, hey, it's a bonus.
It's a bonus, yes. Thank you, Ramanji. Thanks, Kamal, and thank you everybody on the show listening to us and showering us your blessings. Look forward serving you and taking care of your real estate needs in the future, presently and in the future. And if anybody is looking to join me and to take their real estate career onto a next level and to have those steroids and the boosters installed to propel their career, give me a call. My name is Sanjeev Arora and my number is 416-356-6192. Thank you so much. Cheers for now. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sanjeev. So, Kamal, what an amazing real life stories of these people.
Yeah, and if you'll see the common denominator, in all of these people who are already successful and taking more success, is something they had that always that urge to grow. They had that passion in them, but it was, somewhere taking the backstage. And probably when they joined hand with us, they could see that okay, it can be brought up, and they can actually do what they enjoy doing, maybe making tea, making growing themselves, or whatever, something they started enjoying more with us. So I always talk this part with everyone, that if you have a strong platform, if you have a great vision, if you have a great mentor, it can always take you from one step to another one, and which can be like, there is no limit to that, I would say.
Perfect. That's absolutely true, Kamal. And I think this is what is the most important aspect of the real estate industry. These are the same individuals. Guys, let me tell you one thing. If you are a realtor today and you were a realtor 5 or 10 years before, you're not doing it right. Because after 5 years, there's a good chances that you will fed up with what you are doing. Now, this is what we have created. This is what we have built up in SafeMax system. You know what? First of all, you have a mentorship. And when I talk about that mentorship is not only for realtors, that mentorship is for team leaders. That mentorship is for those who are entrepreneurs. That mentorship is those who wants to take their career to the next level. The most important thing is you always get a full support from all the team members. We have full-time training staff sitting at our office because I personally believe if you are not fully trained, you are using 50% of your potential without that training. So that training can enhance your potential to the next level itself. So that is why we have a full-time trainer sitting at office, and whenever a new realtor joins, you get 3 week full-time training at the office. Not only that, we have built up an amazing passive income model. And Kamal, I was very excited to see the checks which has been issued to all the team members. You know what? Somebody got a check for $50,000 for 3 months. Somebody got a check for $25,000 for 3 months. Somebody got a check for almost $80,000 for 3 months as a passive income.
That's a huge value. I mean, that's a huge amount that people can think of just for 3 months. I believe many of the people out there can see that as an income for full-time salespeople working in 80,000 is like, I mean, a huge value. I mean,
Yes, yes. And not only that, like there were almost like I still remember there were almost like 40 people who got the check for the SaveMax game changer model, which has already been shared on the social media. So guys, if you don't believe on what I'm telling you, go and look over our social media page and you will see all those big fat checks which has been issued to team members. And those checks have been issued to them without doing a single deal on their name. Of course, whatever deals they have done, that is separate for them. But this was the passive income which they have created. So this is the beauty. This is the system which we are working on building up. And before it is too late, if you feel you want to become part of our team, you want to become part of Sanjeev's team, you want to become part of Mike and Shami's team, please get in touch with Mr. Kamal Tomar. So Kamal, what is your lucky phone number, buddy?
oh, it reminds me of something. In the moment you said lucky, I met a very I would say learned lady a couple of months back in our office, and she gave me a very good input when she had my number, and I had a very good discussion with her. She said, Kamal, something about your number. I said, yeah, tell me please. She said, the 333, like the 416-333-8747. She said, that is called as a number of angels. I said, oh my God, seriously? She said, yeah, angels are watching you. I said, oh my God. That was something on a later side, but yeah, I really, and then I looked upon it was something to do, but yeah, I mean, that's a different side of the things. So my number is, yeah, you correctly said that 416-333-8747. And definitely anyone can give me a call. We can have a discussion and we can actually show you how the things can move from a one perspective where you are to another side of the things. And when we do the maths and sit with you, you will be amazed to know what potential you have in you. So we would love to explore that potential.
That's great. Thank you, Kamal, for joining for today's show. And once again, we would like to congratulate Mike and Shami for opening up their beautiful state-of-the-art office. SaveMax Signature Realty at 79 Bramsteel Road, Brampton. If you want to become part of their team, please get in touch with them. And of course, as I shared Kamal's phone number with you guys as well. Thank you very much for joining us today for today's show. And we will keep bringing all these wonderful discussions for you. Please do not hesitate to share your comments and remarks. Feedback, I always personally believe feedback is always feedback. It is never negative or positive feedback. So, thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe. And don't forget to get in touch with Kamal Tomar. Doesn't matter either you are a realtor or you are having a dream of becoming an entrepreneur. Kamal can definitely help you out. Am I
Thanks a
right,
lot.
Kamal?
Yeah, definitely, Raman. Thanks a lot.
Thank you
Thanks,
guys.
everyone. Yeah.
Have an amazing weekend, and we will see you sharp at 12 o'clock next week with something more interesting, more charming, more challenging.